welcome to the Footballbets4u Podcast, episode number 29 of season 3. Lads, what's the crack? I'm joined this week by Chris, Connor, and Paddy. Lads, it's been an eventful week for me. I'm a rich man at the moment, 150 grand on a bet there, so we're going to be talking about that later on. We're going to be looking at the league fixtures for the weekend, starting on Friday and working up to Monday night, I think. Yeah, I think there's 2 on Monday. We have a couple of questions that have been sent in, and we have... Connor, have we an update on Connor's Crypto Corner today?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, we can.
All right, okay. If we can squeeze her in, we'll throw a bit of Connor's Crypto Corner in. We'll be talking about the Ultimate Squad as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, lads. We're going to jump in straight into the matches. Lads, we're going to do the same thing that we usually do. We're going to go through about 4 or 5 matches, break it up with a couple of questions, and then we'll jump back into the matches. So we are going to try and make the matches a little bit quicker, so we're not going to talk in too much detail about them. I think for this one, lads, we're going to just fly through the score predictions and 4 scorers, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on United versus Liverpool, because that's obviously the big one for the week. So, right, lads, first one, Southampton and Leicester, 8 o'clock on Friday. So 5-2 for Southampton, 5-2 for the draw, and Leicester 23-30. That should be 23-20.
I was gonna say,
Paddy, what do you reckon on this one? Like I said, you can do a little quick analysis on it, and then you can give us a score and then a score.
Yeah, so well. Southampton weren't in the last round of fixtures. The last game they lost to Tottenham. Leicester again. Now they seem to be turned a corner now from their bad bit of a spell. They have a couple of injured players coming back. They got a bit of distance between themselves and Liverpool last week, who are the ones that are really going to try for 4th place. I don't think they're going to bottle it this year. I think the 4 that are there now for the top 4 are going to be the top 4 at the end of the season. And I'm going to go for a Leicester win, a tight win, 2-1. And I'm going to go for Vardy, 4th goal scorer.
Okay. Connor?
Yeah, I can't disagree with Paddy too much on it. I don't think it's going to be a very exciting game. I can see Leicester doing enough to win it in the end. I'm going to go 2-1 Leicester, and I'm going to go with Wesley Fofana.
Oh,
because he's been in the news during the week.
Love it. Christoph?
Yeah, I agree with the lads. I think it's a comfortable one for Leicester, which says a lot about them over the last couple of years, and particularly now at the moment. I think probably a Leicester 2-0, and Iheanacho to score first. He's in flying form.
Nice one. I just want to refer back to me bet that I done. Yeah, so I've gone with a draw on this one, lads. I just think there's a little bit of a gap for Leicester now, and I think they're going to start taking the foot off the pedal a little bit. It's not a massive gap, but it's enough for them to kind of just get a bit complacent. So I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, and I'm going to go with Vardy to score because I put him in the fantasy last week and didn't do that. So I'm hoping he gets on the score sheet. So we'll go with 1-1 and Vardy to score first. Just a quick one, lads. Comments in. Hey lads, Jay Pulsar, and it's Swiss from Instagram. What's the crack? I was talking to him earlier, so feel free to send in your comments as we're doing it. Lads, on to the next match, 12:30 on Saturday, Palace and Man City. 15-2 for Palace, 15-4 for the draw, and 1-3 for City. Lads, do you think that this may be a game where Palace can actually get a result out of? Because City, obviously, with the Champions League in mind, although their squad is ridiculous, so you can have a whole different starting 11. Do you reckon that Palace would stand a chance in this, or do you reckon that City just going to have too much? Paddy, what do you reckon?
Roma have just scored. Can you got somebody else, please?
Yes! Love it. Can we get a live score there, please, Paddy?
No, go on. City, no, I can't see them being beaten or caught by Crystal Palace.
What score's the match?
2-1 to Roma.
I just wanted you to say it and knew the score.
You knew.
Yeah, I'm going to go for a City win. City 3-1 and Sterling to score first because he had a great game in the final last week.
Yeah, okay.
Seems to have found his touch again. So,
yeah. Connor?
Yeah, just watched Palace last week against Leicester, and obviously they took it close, but fuck me, they're a poor side. And how City played City looked like world beaters last night against PSG, so it's hard to think and look at that game. Obviously, they're not going to have the same team out, but see how a squad from that team could be beat by Palace. So I'm gonna agree with Paddy. I'm gonna go 3-0 City, and I'm gonna go with Mahrez.
Okay, and Chris?
Yeah, I agree with the lads. It's hard to see Palace getting it now of this game. I think the scoreline probably did them a favour last week. It said a lot more than how they actually performed. They got the goal, and that was pretty much it. Leicester dominated the game, dominated possession, way more shots on target and off target. So you can only imagine City down 1 or 2 better than that. So I'd go again, same as Conor, 3-0, and I'll say De Bruyne score first.
Very good. I'm going to go with a 2-1 City win. Like I said, just saying, do I think City are going to maybe drop a couple points? I don't think so, but I don't think it'll be as comfortable as you might think. I think it may even be 0-0 at half time, or maybe 1-0. I reckon draw at half time and then City to win could be a good bet.
Is that a guarantee?
That's 100% a guarantee. 100% guarantee. So I'm going to go with a City 2-1 win, and I'm going to go with Aguero, lads. I wonder if they're going to start playing him a little bit more.
Probably will, yeah.
Now that it's coming towards the end, and he's obviously moving on, it'll be interesting to see. They might start playing him a little bit more. I think so, yeah. I haven't heard. Oh, I know he did get injured a couple of weeks ago, but
I think he got injured again, yeah.
I don't know.
Injured.
Yeah, he's a bit of a fucking liability like that. So look, if anybody is watching as well and want to get their score predictions in, we will read them out and stuff like that. So move on to the next one, lads. Brighton and Leeds. This should be a decent enough game, maybe. 6-5 for Brighton, 12-5 for the draw, and 11-5 for Leeds. Conor, what do you make of this one? Do you reckon this could be end to end, or do you reckon Brighton will kind of sit back and try to catch them on the counter?
Neither side have been conceding or scoring too many goals recently. And it was on last week, and I said about Leeds kind of changing things up and shoring up at the back, but losing maybe their touch a little bit in front of goal. It seems that Brighton have kind of done something similar. A couple of nils, a couple of 1-0 losses in the last. I'm just looking at the last 4 games. So I think I agree with you there. I can see Brighton sitting in, looking to try pick up something off set pieces, dead balls. But I can't see it being too exciting. I'm going to go with a 1-0 Leeds win, and I'm going to go with Tyler Roberts.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah, I don't think it will be a great game. I think it'll be pretty cagey because both of them will probably want to go in just getting a result out of it. They both need to pick up points after the recent couple of games. Like, I think Brighton haven't picked up points in the last 4. Or sorry, they've hadn't had a win in the last 4. I think Leeds have drawn the last 2. So again, they're probably both going to want a bit of a win if they can. But I can see it just being a pretty cagey one, probably like a last 10-minute goal for Leeds. So I'm going to go for 1-0 and Bamford.
Okay, and Paddy.
I was watching the match there, so I'm going to go for 0-0.
Absolutely depressed. So you're going to 0-0.
No. I'm going to think it's going to be a cagey game. Leeds, I thought, defensively played very well against United last weekend. I'm going to go for a Leeds win though, because I think they have a little bit more of an attack than Brighton do. So I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Leeds and Bamford to score.
Okay, what are you laughing at?
We've all said 1-0. He's done the same at Bamford and 1-0. So if it's not 1-0, lads, we're kind of hiding.
Lads, I'm going to say 1-0. I've actually, on this one, lads, I've actually gone with a draw. And I think it's going to be low scoring draw. I'm going to go 1-1 draw. I think both teams will score. So I am going to go with a 1-1 draw. And I'm going to say Rafinha to score off Leeds. Been playing decent enough lately, so maybe just due a goal more than nothing. Right, we'll move on to the next one. Chelsea and Fulham, lads. 5:30 on Saturday. 4-9 for Chelsea, a very good price, I think, although they have the Champions League coming up, still a good price. 16-5 for the draw and 13-2 for Fulham. Lads, I know we're not going to spend time on this, but Chelsea against Chelsea. Real Madrid, it is Chelsea, and I have to talk about them. Chelsea against Real Madrid, lads, looked very impressive. Don't know if you've watched the game or if you've seen it. Did anybody watch it? No.
I watched it, yeah.
No.
Did you watch the first half?
Missed bits about the start.
Chelsea are very, very good in first half. Do you know what kind of really impressed me is their play in the like tight little spaces. So I just think Chelsea are gonna win the fucking Champions League, lads. You've heard it here first. Actually, you know what?
You said 2 weeks ago that they'd make it to the final and City had knocked them out.
Yeah, I'll change my mind. City are faltering. It's embarrassing. No, it's not really.
City are faltering. Beat PSG last night.
I know. But they went 1-0 down. So
won the Carling Cup the weekend.
Yeah. No, I can see the cracks.
Probably win the Premier League this weekend.
Yeah, probably will, yeah. Lads, I'm going to go with a Chelsea win here right off the bat. I'm going to say a 3-1 win for Chelsea. And I'm going to say Havertz to score. So I think they might start because he didn't start against Real Madrid. So I think he might start now. Chris, what do you reckon on this one?
Yeah, I think Chelsea will win. I'm not 100% sure in terms of first goal scorer. I tried to pick somebody. I think Chelsea, like, they don't have that standout goal scorer anymore that like they used to have down the years.
Werner.
But oh yeah, absolutely class. So yeah, I've struggled, but I think if Tammy gets a game, I fancy him to be first goal scorer. So 2-0 Tammy.
Okay, Paddy.
Yeah, I actually think Liverpool or Chelsea are so strong at the back, and Fulham are fighting for their lives. I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw, and that's not because I'm watching the match. I actually think it will be a 0-0 draw this weekend. Considering the match next week in the Champions League, Chelsea will be sitting back, but I don't think Fulham will have enough to beat them. So I think it'll be 0-0.
Fair enough. Conor?
Yeah, I think Chelsea got their price off Fulham's performance last week against Arsenal, but I don't think that was a good Fulham, so I just think Arsenal were obviously piss poor. I agree with Paddy to the extent where I don't see it being high score, and I can see Fulham pressing obviously because they need to win, and I think that Chelsea's second side obviously isn't the same as City's second side. I don't know if they have enough to break down and command 90 minutes of a game against someone who's fighting for their lives. I'm going to say Chelsea will nick it down. I'm going to go 1-0 Chelsea, and I have Ziyech to score.
Very good. Ziyech actually played really well when he came on against Real Madrid. So I don't know. He might probably start against Real Madrid next time. So I'm not sure if he's going to start this week. But be interesting to see. Right, we'll move on, lads. Next game is Everton and Villa. Lads, great price again, I think, for Everton here at 19-20. The draw is 5-2 and Aston Villa are 11-4. Conor, what do you reckon on this one? Go straight back to you on the price, 19-20 for Everton.
Yeah, it's not bad. Again, the two teams that went on good runs, went on absolutely poxy runs, went on to good runs, went on to poxy runs. Everton are coming out of their one at the moment after a good win against Arsenal and a couple of draws beforehand. Villa have dipped into theirs now, kind of back-to-back losses. Oh, sorry, and they drew their last game against West Brom. I forgot they pulled it back. So it's a weird one. I can see why the prices are up across the board because I don't think it's going to be clear cut. Still fancy Everton to go into nick it. So I'm going to say 2-1 Everton and James Rodriguez.
Okay, and Chris?
Yeah, pretty much same as Conor. Going to regurgitate it. Same scoreline, except for I went for Calvert-Lewin.
Nice one. Paddy?
2-0 Everton. Calvert-Lewin score first.
Very nice. Yeah, lads, I've gone with the Everton win as well there. I just think that price is too good to not put in a few bets as well. So I'm going to go with a 2-0 win for Everton. And I'm going to say James to score. I think he'll probably get one or two. Lads, we're flying through the fucking matches this week.
Under an hour. Come on.
Under an hour is on the cards. So
wait for question time. Oh,
wait for Paddy to start talking about United.
Yeah.
Lads, we're going to ruin it all right now by going into done it again.
You didn't play the Premier League one.
I've done it again with the... Oh, shit! I'm useless at this. I'll do it again. It's the question section. Lads, we have a couple of random questions in this week. One or two kind of... One football related. I've I've decided we've gone with 3 because I do want to keep it under the hour. So I've gone with. Shall we do all 3 now, or shall we do 2 and come back to 1?
Go on, throw them out. Come on.
Right. Okay. We're going to the first one, right? Completely non-football related. Like I said, doesn't have to be football related for this little section of the show. So if anybody is watching and they do have any random questions that they want to ask us, throw them in there, and we'll give you an opinion on them. The Normal Nonsense podcast, lads, which I was on last night. So if anybody is watching and don't follow the Normal Nonsense podcast, get yourselves over there. I'll be on the 50th episode this week, and I'll be putting the link up to the podcast on our story as well. So you should check it out. It was a bit of crack recording it with the boys. So that was a good laugh. But they sent us in a question: best and worst gimmicks of all time in WWF/WWE. Now, we did say WCW as well, so we're going to just go with wrestling in general. So, Paddy, have you got any of your best or worst gimmicks?
The best for me would have been probably the Aston McMahon feud.
Yeah.
Like, it was just I think that's what really got Stone Cold where he did, which was the best superstar of all time in WWE. Because everybody wanted to beat him. Everybody wanted to beat up their boss. Yeah. And the way they done it every week in, week out, no expense spared. They destroyed cars. They brought the beer truck out. That was brilliant. Yeah, so that was my best one. The worst one was probably all the late 80s, early 90s when just everything was like a cartoon character. It was ridiculous. Yeah. I seen when they had one that was called a Minotaur.
Oh yeah,
get on YouTube. And the thing couldn't fit in the ring. Like, it had a big, huge, massive head with horns on it and all, and it couldn't even get in the ring. It was ridiculous. Or actually, the Brawl for All. Did you remember the Brawl for All?
The Brawl for All? No.
Where they got all the wrestlers to really box the head off each other.
Well, I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah, no, it was ridiculous though. I swear to God. I was watching last week the Dark Side of the Ring. Did you ever watch it?
Yeah. I haven't watched it. It's deadly.
One of the episodes was about the Brawl for All and some of the injuries that they got, and the fella that won it, Bart Gunn, wasn't meant to win it, and like he nearly got sacked after it because whoever won it was going to get a big push after that. But when he won it, then because he won it, management hated him so much. Then they got Butterbean to fight him at WrestleMania.
I remember that.
In 20 seconds or something.
I remember the whole build up for that with Butterbean training and all, like fucking classic.
So that's it. That's for me, really. That's it. That's me best and me worst.
Have you any?
Yeah, it's hard to look past Vince and Stone Cold. Really, I said the one that always stands in my head is him in the hospital. Get hit over the head with the bedpan. That'll always stick in my mind as one of my favorite moments. He's dressed as a doctor. So yeah, I'd have to agree with Paddy on that. Worst, I can't think of a worse. The worst one. Nothing springs to mind on it.
Like there's been some bad ones over the year, but I think there's been so many bad ones that like none stand out as being absolutely awful. Yeah. Like, so they all go to an absolutely awful level. Like, but you can't really like. I think it's hard to pick up. The one that I thought was the worst. Now I don't know if you have ever seen The Boogeyman. Like this cunt was like, he came out and he used to eat worms, like live worms, and he used to put them in his mouth and all. And like, it was disgraceful. It was absolutely mad what he was doing. Like, but I
was always put off by Scotty Too Hotty. I don't know. I couldn't stand him. I just loved to see him getting floored.
When you used to watch your pants used to always get wet.
I'm so put off right now.
That was the Hurricane when he came out.
He went turned on. Lads, I think the best gimmick is Stone Cold. I like, for me, Conor, obviously you were saying the one in the hospital where it's kind of one of the best ones. Well, I can't forget the one where he's in the supermarket with Booker T. Absolutely priceless.
In the trolley.
Like a big pizza pie.
That's so funny. Like, as like brings him up to the checkout, throws him on the tail. He's like, "Price checking a jackass." So funny. Like, it's absolutely comical. But that is brilliant. Like, and I think they played that out so well. And even at the start of it, like, it goes to show the difference from now and then. Like,
he's drinking the milk.
Yeah, as well. And you have Booker T coming over. Some baldy fella walks past one of the aisles, and Booker T comes over, and he's like, and hits him in the back, and he's like, "Hey, what you doing, man?" It's like Austin just walks up behind him real slow. Like, it's just fucking brilliant. Like, he takes your man out. It's not even him. Like, but I just think Austin is hard to look past. It's kind of the best gimmick. Chris, your earphones are back working now, ready?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
Or did you see the one actually with Kurt Angle? and he was singing it. He was against Shawn Michaels at the time, and he was singing I'm just a sexy Kurt.
Oh,
I made your
yeah.
ankle hurt.
Yeah, very funny. Like, I was actually watching, the Broken Skull sessions.
Yeah.
I was watching that on WWE, and I was watching the one with Kurt Angle, and they were showing that, like, and he was just asking about it, like, and he's just like, it's just like someone wrote it for him. He didn't come up with that himself or anything like that. But they had a sing song at the end of it. Like, it's very good actually. They're on the WWE network.
Yeah, it's very good actually. Very good.
Very
but
good
I really recommend that the Dark Side of Wrestling, the Dark Side of the Ring.
Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah,
It's 2 seasons out so far. It's excellent.
I seen Jericho was doing a voiceover for a third episode, I think, of it.
I think he published the whole thing.
Oh, did he?
He's in all of them. Yeah, he does the voiceover for a lot of them. Yeah.
All right, cool. Chris, what's your favorite and worst gimmicks?
Yeah, Stone Cold and Vince has to be my favorite. Like, that was what I tuned in for. Like, every week, I just wanted to see Stone Cold make a fool out of him every week. Yeah. Worst, like, I was trying to think back earlier, and I saw a couple. Like, the one that comes to my mind immediately is like anything to do with Hornswoggle. I fucking hate it. It was just, I just found it so strange, and it just, anytime he was brought into like a skit, it just felt like they were just putting him there for the sake of it. I was like, I don't see the point in him at all.
The little fucker lived under the ring.
Oh, it was so weird. But then I also remembered, I found that there, like, when Hulk Hogan pretended to be Mr. America.
Oh, yeah.
It was something to do with like his contract or something. I don't know what it was, but like they had like a fake lie detector test and all, where like he passed the lie detector, saying it wasn't him.
That's so ridiculous.
Do you remember Val Venus?
Oh yeah. But I give you a funny story. Sorry, before I jump in there. Melon, who's on the podcast, when we went to the wrestling in Ireland a couple of years, Jesus, we would have been 14 or so at the time. Me and I think with Boris and one of the other lads went out to get some food, and we come back in, and he was walking down the ring. It's Val Venus. We're like, oh no way, Val Venus! And we look over, and there he has Melon in a fucking headlock in the fucking walking down. He's taking a picture. I swear to God, he had him in a headlock, and like your man's there taking a picture for WWE.com. And back then, like, it was like you couldn't get the internet and the phone or anything like that. So we're all on like the next day looking at the WWE, and you go to the gallery, like, and you were like searching for ages. We're going through like it was like 115 pictures. All of a sudden, there pops up Mello in a headlock from 5 minutes. I swear to God, it was brilliant.
You haven't got it, have you?
No, I don't have it. It was fucking
shit.
absolutely brilliant. Like, but sorry, what you were going to say something about him?
I know. I was watching one there the other week, and he was having an affair with some Chinese woman, and she was with some little Chinese man, and they dragged him into the shower. And they started chopping up sausages and all, and then they got his flu out and about to chop her off and all. The attitude there was just ridiculous. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous, crazy.
There was one mental scene, and I say this to everybody, and no one ever remembers it. But when Triple H dressed up as Kane, pretended to be Kane, and apparently Kane's girlfriend had just died, and he creeps into the room where she's laid out and starts fucking having sex with the fucking dead body. Like, it was like, this is like someone said this in.
Sure, that wasn't a wet dream.
Someone said this. One of the girls said it in the interview. She was like, "This is when I knew Triple H was an absolute sleazeball. Was when he done this little skit, like." And he's like, "So funny though." Triple H watching, he's like, "Hello." This is so funny, like. But yeah, so lads, we're gonna move off the rest, and that was a good question. I enjoyed that one. Next that came in, back to football. Jordan Murphy has sent in: should salary caps be introduced, lads? Do you not think so?
It'd have to be global.
Yeah, it would be because you couldn't bring them in just for kind of one league. It would never work. So it would have to be.
Never happen then, because
it already is. It already is. Look in America, like they can only have the 3 players that are earning over a certain amount.
Yeah,
and I just find it boring as fuck.
Yeah, sorry. I do agree. It would be very hard to implement it now. They had done it starting off where the money wasn't a big, massive thing, but now there's no way they'd be able to implement it.
Up to a certain age, there should be a salary cap, because I think some players, some younger players, when they get all this money at a young age, it can take the drive and the determination out of them.
That's a good shout, actually. Yeah, so if you're under the age of 18, you can't earn over 50 grand a week, maybe.
Yeah,
and at least
that's ridiculous. Like, teach them what it's like to actually work for money, a few quid. Like,
yeah.
Not fucking 50 grand. Like,
Sure, get them back in scrubbing the senior players.
That's mad. Like.
Yeah, it is crazy. But when you think about it, like, you always hear the stories back in the day, and the younger players used to come up and clean the other players' boots, like, and like if one of the players now asked the other person, he'd be fucking reported to the club for fucking bullying or harassment or something like that. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing what's going on. But I do think that's a great shout on the age thing, Paddy. That's a really good shout, actually.
Yeah.
They already do have some restrictions, so don't they? Like that you can't
financial fair play.
Yeah, you can't solicit them to join a club before they're 16 or something like that, isn't it?
But there's always
a I
know.
Yeah.
No, you're right. There's rules. They need to be enforced properly. That's what the problem is. They're not enforced. They're put in place as to look good, but nobody actually cares about them really, unless there's an absolutely top young player. And one club gets them, and then the other club will rat them out. That's what it's there for.
Right, lads, that was a good question as well. It was interesting to hear. We're going to move on because we do have one more question. So we'll just move on to that question, right? And I literally got this question as I went downstairs to make a cup of tea, and it's from the girlfriend. It's from Sarah. So I asked her if she can ask us any question she wants, and she came out with, do you keep sauces? Should sauces be kept in or out of the fridge? And then she was also asking me, what about chocolate as well? And then also any other foods that maybe debatable whether to keep them in the cupboard or the fridge. So, lads, Chris, sauces in or out of the fridge?
Tough week.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah. I think
Super League looks easy there. Looking back.
I think out of
we didn't miss the boat on this question anyway.
Out of the fridge until it's opened, and then in the fridge.
Oh, very diplomatic there. Paddy?
Well, in my house, we keep them out of the fridge, so I'm going to go out of the fridge.
Okay.
Really. But chocolate, I only eat dark chocolate. Now, everyone in the house, all the Easter eggs and all are kept outside the fridge. And I eat like 90% dark chocolate, and I have to keep that in the fridge. Or to be killings.
Connor, what would you be saying here?
Yeah, sauces mostly in the fridge. So like ketchup and like garlic sauce or something like that in the fridge. But I agree with Chris. But the only thing about it is I would put them in the press, but as soon as I get them, I usually open them straight away. So it's usually like I'm out with them, so I go and buy it and then use it straight away.
It depends now. Not all sauces. It depends on the sauce. So like regular stuff.
Let's go through them all.
Yeah. Oh, condiment section. Let's get a new head in. But like
and
the
just
regular
the ketchup on the screen.
The regular stuff like mayo, ketchup, mustard, whatever, like that goes in the fridge for me. Yeah. But then like other things like Nando's sauce or barbecue sauce or fucking hot sauce or whatever, that's all in the cupboard.
Sauce, sriracha and stuff goes in the cupboard and it stays there, yeah. And chocolate always in the cupboard.
I'll gladly own the condiment section.
I want to say that I do think
never use them. I got feeling away.
I do think that chocolate is a winner in the fridge for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm all over chocolate in the fridge. And especially when you're having it with a cup of tea, the mixture of really cold and really hot is just, it's sublime. Yeah. So I'm all for chocolate in the fridge, lads.
I think it's just because it takes a little bit longer to eat it.
Don't be fucking like that. You want to bleed and
Twix, it last, yeah.
Oh, what about a skinny Milky Way? Oh no, it was Milky Bar. The white chocolate one, what was it? Milky Bar, sorry. What about one of them? Because they're quite brittle, so they kind of snap off really easy. So you're not really.
Doesn't matter. I'm just shoveling the whole thing in anyway.
Another one, lads. Butter.
In the fridge. Depends.
Oh,
real butter out. Dairy Gold or whatever in the fridge.
Yeah.
No, Dairy Gold out. Dairy Gold, if you put it in the fridge, fucker to fucking spread.
No.
Interesting, lads. We keep our butter in the fridge. I'm not a fan of keeping the butter in the fridge, but we just keep the butter in the fridge. Because it's impossible to spread. And that's the worst thing about keeping it in the fridge. That's the worst.
That's why real butter is like really unspreadable unless you keep it out. So you keep that out. But like Kerry Gold and stuff will spread anyway. You put that in the fucking freezer and you get it.
Yeah, use the back of a spoon actually. I've seen someone doing that in a deli before and I was like, oh, this is a fucking life hack right here.
Yeah.
So back of the spoon apparently works. Lads, we'll move on. We've got them questions were pretty funny and pretty good. So
don't know about the last one now.
Well, look, I ran downstairs three minutes before we went live, and I asked her a question. That's all she came out with. So.
My kids are upstairs asleep. Will I wake them up and ask them for a few questions as well? Are we that hard up?
Right, we're going on to the matches again, lads.
Are you smelling those?
I was actually going to ask a question. Has anybody ever bought like a pack of Post-it notes and opened them and smelled them?
They smell like paper.
No, they smell like pineapple. This is a thing. Google it. It's it's a conspiracy. I don't know why.
Are they pineapple scented?
They don't claim to be.
I do have.
Here, smell.
How many weeks have I missed on this podcast? Seriously.
I have a load of Post-it notes that are unopened and work, and I'm going to test this out tomorrow. And I'll get back.
They have to be genuine Post-its. No.
Come on. What do you mean genuine Post-its?
On a high roller.
The Aldi ones smell like peaches.
No, this is a pharmaceutical company. They're not skimping. These are Post-its. These are specially made Post-its. So, yeah, lads, we're going back onto the matches here. We're getting sidetracked. So 2:00 on Sunday, lads. Newcastle and Arsenal. 29-10 for Newcastle, 11-4 for the draw, and 17-20 for Arsenal. Paddy, what do you reckon on this one here?
Newcastle, yeah, dragged themselves out of the danger zone. They seem to be doing a good job. They beat West Ham in their last game. I think that was their last game, yeah. It was a good result for them. Do I see them winning this weekend? Against an Arsenal side that you don't know what you're going to get from. Is there any score on tonight's match with Arsenal actually?
They're losing
1-0 down.
They're losing 1-0, yeah.
2-0 down, half time.
2-0 down, half time.
Just a quick one, Paddy. Can you see that comment on the screen there? You might agree with that one.
Yes, I do, John. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. The podcast has gone very strange. Is that the comment you were telling me about?
Yeah,
no, definitely. Thanks for writing in, John.
2-0, apparently.
Lovely. Thanks, Jay. Fair play to you. Yeah, Newcastle. I'm going to go for Newcastle win because Arsenal are shit. So, Newcastle 2-0 and... Oh, jeez, I'm stuck now for a goal scorer.
Maximum.
Yeah, go for him, yeah.
Callum Wilson's back, isn't he? He's back fit and all.
Yeah, he scored last week.
Yeah, I was thinking that. He's actually not a bad shout as well.
No, Maximum was him all day.
Connor.
I'm liking Arsenal at 17-20. And again, it's off the back of their result last week, and Newcastle's run a good form. I still fancy Arsenal to win this. Poor Joelinton. Yeah, he's not playing badly in fairness. Yeah. But I'm going to go Arsenal 3-1. And I'm going to say... who am I going to say? I'm going to go with Lacazette.
Okay. And Chris?
I've gone for Arsenal 2-1 with Lacazette as well.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to throw something different out there. But never mind.
No.
Right, I've gone with Arsenal as well, lads. I just can't look past that 17-20. That's the only reason I'm going for them. Draw would probably be what I'm thinking, but just in terms of price, I think 17-20 for Arsenal is not a bad show. Considering Newcastle are pretty much safe at this stage, they're what, 6 or 7 points clear now, I think, already 4 points.
They are.
There's a bit of a gap there anyway. So I'd be happy to kind of throw Arsenal in a few bets with just at the 17-20 price. I think it's very good. So I'm going to go with an Arsenal win. I've gone with an Arsenal win in my bet. So
Newcastle are 9 points clear.
9 points, right, there you go. So I think I think they're gonna Steve Heads is gonna make them kind of give them a bit of a break. So I'm gonna go Arsenal 2-1, and I'm gonna say Aubameyang to score. Just a quick one in. Andy, Arsenal very unpredictable. That is a nice price. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Yeah. I agree with that one. Right, lads, we'll move on to the next one. Southampton and no, that's the first one. The next one is the big one, lads. Game of the week. United and Liverpool. Lads, what about this price for United? 4:30 on Sunday. United and Liverpool. 9-5 for United, 12-5 for the draw, and 29-20 for Liverpool. Are we surprised at that price for United? Connor, being a Liverpool fan, does that price surprise you?
Yeah, I'd be surprised. The only reason I could say it probably is because United being better away from home than at home. No, obviously they're still picking up points. They beat Burnley and stuff, and they beat West Ham in the last couple of games at home. But it's mainly down to Liverpool being away from home. I think that's why United are enhanced. If that was in Anfield, you would look past even money for United, I'd say. But I think that's why the prices has gone up on United.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. How do you see this one going anyway? We'll stick with you there. Do you see the bookies being right on this and Liverpool winning this one, or do you think that it's going to be a tighter game than that?
I think it's still going to be a tight game. I don't see it being a blowout, but ultimately the way Liverpool are going at the moment, I can see them creating chances, but it looks at the moment they have to create 20, 25 chances just to score a goal. I saw a stat after the Newcastle game, and they've created 156 chances in the last 3 games, and they've scored 2 goals. So if you're looking at that and you're doing the maths out on it, they have to create a serious amount of chances against United in order just to score the one. And I can't see it happening. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tight game. I can see United going 1-0 up, Liverpool pushing, and United scoring 1 late on. So I'm gonna say 2-0 United, but playing more like a 1-0 game, and go with Rashford.
You've no fucking backbone, do you know? Stick up for your fucking club. Conor,
150 chances and 2 goals. That's not what you could say.
Chris, what do you reckon? What you make of Conor's lack of loyalty there?
Spineless. Yeah, spineless fucker. I also want to call bullshit because at the very start of that he said, like United being so much better away from home than at home, that's probably why they're enhanced and United are at home.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, but the main thing about it being Liverpool being away from home and not at home, as to why United's price is higher. Because Liverpool are better away from home.
Let me hit the replay button on that one now to rewatch that.
Would their price not be higher if they were away from home? No.
Usually it would.
Liverpool are away from home.
No, I mean United away from home.
Oh, sorry. Maybe I got confused. I meant to say Liverpool not being at home is the reason why the game looks tighter than it should be.
Okay.
We'll brush over that one.
Yeah, we'll just gloss over that. So I'm probably the most confident I've been going into a Liverpool United game in a while. Not because United are doing extraordinarily well, just because Liverpool have been so poor. So yeah, I think we've got enough firepower to see past Liverpool. I do think both teams will score. I do think it'll be a good game, and because of the history, I don't think there's very rarely been a bad Liverpool United game. There's usually a bit of extra passion, a bit of an extra leg stuck in here or there with some of the players who know the history of the clubs a little bit more.
Third leg.
Yeah, is that not the famous?
Was the last game not 0-0?
I didn't say anything about the score.
It wasn't exciting, is what I'm saying.
I said very rarely.
Lads, Conors, fucking hell.
Conors tried to have a go at me again. But anyway, for me, I can't see past United winning. I think both teams to score, United to win 3-1, and going for Cavani for score.
Just on the price of Liverpool, like I reckon they're so kind of they're favourites because this game's gonna mean more than it does for United. Because Liverpool need to win this to get into top 4. United are pretty much safe to be there. Like, so I reckon that's why. Go on, Paddy.
I don't know after last weekend, drawn with Leeds. Like they lose this weekend, and that's 5 points dropped in 2 games.
Yeah,
and that's the start of something bad.
They drew against Newcastle in between. They drew against Newcastle last week and Leeds the week before. So they've dropped even more.
Yeah, I think a good bit is dependent on what happens tonight.
Yeah,
if they get the win tonight,
which doesn't look like they are,
they can relax a bit the weekend, maybe rest a few players. But if they don't, they're gonna be all out to win this. You know, they're so close. They have to win it now, or to be a bit of pressure on Solskjaer.
But they're 12 points away from dropping out there, and there's only 15 points left. So that means that they'd have to West Ham would have to win every single game, and United would have to lose. Like,
Yeah, but it's not about that.
Do you want to finish the league like losing a lot of points? I don't think so.
There's still 5 points clear of Leicester as well, so there is still a bit of a.
No, there is a bit of breathing space. I'm not saying that, but I know United as a team and Solskjaer, like the way they're playing, like they don't want to be dropping too many points, and it's a long time since they have dropped. Since when's the last time they lost a game?
Don't know.
It's a good long while ago. Liverpool, like he was saying about how many shots and goals, but those law of averages have to change at some stage. I could see again Liverpool looking at United even tonight against Roma. Liverpool scoring 1 or 2. Oh yeah, come on! Woo!
Take it back. 3-0 United.
Yeah, come on, United. Come on, hat-trick. Come on, first goal scorer. United 3-1. No,
oh, yeah, disallowed, Paddy.
What?
Disallowed.
You're disallowed.
Oh, yes.
I think United are going to win it, but I don't think it'll be that convincing. I'm going to go for a 2-1 United win, and Alexander-Arnold to score first from a free kick.
Oh, interesting. Chris, I've already gone to you. That's it, is it? Everyone's done it?
Yeah.
So what a goal.
I've gone with United in my bet purely based on the price. 95 for me for United is a savage price. But again, like I said, there is kind of an argument there for Liverpool that does mean a little bit more for them in terms of trying to make Champions League. Obviously, they've no other way into it now. Obviously, being knocked out by Real Madrid. So, for me, it's just a massive game for Liverpool.
Have you heard about the new European League that's happening next year? The Conference European League.
Yeah.
No.
I sent it into the WhatsApp group a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, it's like
it's a
lower version of the Europa League, yeah.
And Liverpool could end up in that.
Like the old Inter Toto Cup.
Interesting. Sorry, that's just a quick one.
Sorry, I cut you off there, Coddy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you fucking prick. John Flood, just on point, Coddy, right? Cavani, fair enough. Andy, Super Leeds.
Super Leeds.
And Jay, 2-2, yeah. Cheers, Jay.
Cheers, Jay. This is like Sky Sports Centre, isn't it? Score Centre
now. Liverpool beat United. Easy surprise. You think United win? Surprise you think United win? Yeah, see, that's what I think. And I know John is a United fan, so he probably thinks the same thing.
He's another Conor.
Yeah, he's a turncoat. He's probably thinking the same thing as me, where like obviously United have this game tonight. They've got another game then going to be next. I presume the next leg is next week as well, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So then, like, they've got 2 big games, like, and that is, well, look, they're probably guaranteed being in the Champions League, but they'll want to win that. Ollie will definitely want to win that. So that's why I think Liverpool could be a good price at 29-20. So look, I do have United in me bet, but I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Liverpool. I just done it based purely on price.
You, John.
I just done it based purely on
price. Come on, friends.
Liverpool lose, they're out the top 4. Thank you, John. The lads
are already out of it.
The lads don't understand that. I'd love to say
that. Doesn't mean they're still not shit, and they have been shit for this season.
Yeah, they had to beat Leeds and Newcastle as well. They didn't do them.
They had to beat loads of teams to win the league again, but they didn't.
Yeah, well, it's just a different fucking, like, it's a United game. Like, they're gonna come out fighting against United. There's no way they're rolling.
If memory serves me right, I think United have a good record in Old Trafford against Liverpool over the last number of years.
Well, I mean, you're going to throw that out there, and we're not going to be able to check it. We're not going to be able to check that. So a bold statement to make. If anyone is watching that wants to check that fact out, work away there, and we'll bring it back.
I mean, over the last 10 years, like, we've won a few over the last 10 years, right?
Since the start of the Premier League era. Lads, yeah, so 2-1 for me for Liverpool, and I'm going to go with a Shaqiri goal. I reckon Shaqiri might play.
Shaqiri.
Whatever.
Lads, we're moving on. Spurs and Sheffield United. So Spurs are 2-7, 9-2 for the draw, and Sheffield United are 10-1. Lads, score predictions and very quick analysis on this. It's at 7:15 on Sunday. Connor?
100% Premier League record for Ryan Macy. He's going to keep it up. 2-0 Spurs. Son.
Okay. Paddy?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for 3-0 Spurs and Bale.
Okay. Chris?
Not quite as confident. I reckon it'll be a 1-0 win, and I went for Son.
Nice one. I've gone 2-1, lads. And do you know what? Dele Alli. Is he back?
Is he back?
Look, I think he's going to play.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. Like, he's been missing. I think he might actually play this game and score.
Locked under Mourinho's stairs.
Yeah. So
best friends with Ryan Mason on Snapchat, apparently, so it could happen.
Oh, no.
What score is it?
No, it's still 2-2, but I'm just seeing we should have scored.
Quick one on Tottenham. I just thought it was very funny when they lost against Man City in the cup. It cut to the picture, or just to the live screen, obviously. And Son was crying, and I think it was Neville just go. I was like, Neville or Carragher just goes, "Great, Son's crying." He said it was fucking brilliant. So we'll move on to the next. I just thought that was funny. Monday night, lads. Well, 6 o'clock Monday evening. 6 o'clock. West Brom and Wolves. 2-1 for West Brom. 11-5 for the draw. 7-5 for Wolves. Paddy, coming to you first. What do you reckon this one's going to be? Probably a snooze fest.
Absolute 0-0 draw all over this.
Right. Okay. Chris.
I think that Wolves will be disappointed after last week's result. So I think they'll come out and actually put a bit up. And especially with West Brom, like, they should really fancy getting something against West Brom. Like, if they're going to get points against somebody or a few goals against somebody, it's going to be a team like West Brom. So for me, I've gone for a 3-1 Wolves win and Traore to go first.
Okay. Conor?
Two boxy sides, 2-2, Conor Gallagher.
Ooh, interesting. I've gone with a Wolves win, lads. I think 7-5 is not a bad price. I'm going to say 2-1 to Wolves. I'm going to say Traore to score. Have a last fucking red card there, lads.
Nice of it.
Again, I'm not great with the old fucking name pronunciation. So, 8:15 on Monday, lads. Burnley and West Ham. 23-10 for Burnley, 5-2 for the draw, and 23 to again. That should say fucking 20, not 30. So, what do we make of this one, lads? West Ham obviously fighting for the top spot, top 4. Came up short against Chelsea. Put up a good fight. In fairness, very unlucky. In my opinion, but I'll take it. Conor, what do you reckon here?
Burnley have a good win, obviously, against Wolves last week. West Ham, as you said, disappointed against Chelsea not to get something out of the game. I think West Ham will have enough, especially kind of not having Valbuena's red card overturned as well will definitely help because it wasn't a red card. 1-0 West Ham, J-Lings. Okay.
Paddy?
Yeah, West Ham beating against Chelsea, but have been on a great run other than that. I'm going to go for a West Ham win, 1-0, Jesse Lingard.
Okay, and Chris?
Yeah, I think West Ham will come out and get the W here. I think they'll be disappointed. Yeah, after they've had in the last 2 games, they've had a man sent off. So they've just been unlucky. The Dawson one in the previous game was a deserving red. But that one against Chelsea was a disgrace. But yeah, I think they'll come out flying. They'll be looking for a result. If they can keep 10 outfield players, I'm confident that they win. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win and J-Links. Also, Cully, I want to ask you a question. Did I do something to you?
Why?
There's 3 of us here. We've gone through 10 matches, and not once did you come to me first.
I don't know. I don't
Save
have
the
an
best
order.
for last.
I literally don't have an order. And
I've just been copying the lad's scores all night.
I don't know. I don't have an order.
He doesn't rely. He can't rely on you.
From now on, I'm going from top right, and I'm just moving across, and it's going fucking that way. Because I'm not having it. So wherever
the fact you ever noticed that, Chris.
I know.
Fucking love. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh no, it's not me. No, maybe the next one.
How do you get the random wheel up and you can spin the wheel every time?
Yeah, I just put my name in it.
Lads, I've gone with a West Ham win, 2-1, and I've gone with Antonio to score. He's not injured, isn't he? No?
I don't think so.
Yeah. So I've got my Antonio. Lads, that is the games complete. We're going to move into a controversial thing this week, and it is the ultimate squad, lads. So let me just
be happy for a week.
I can't. So let me
just
win.
Get up
there. Won by fucking 2 votes. And do you know what? I fucking screwed myself. I got onto
Ivanovic.
I got onto Sarah's sister and brother, and I said, lads, come on, vote for me. And our brother went on and fucking vote for you. And that was the one that absolutely killed me. So
and you were doing more soliciting fucking votes.
So maybe you should be nicer to his sister then.
Why?
Did you not go on to the No Shame podcast or No Nonsense podcast?
No shame.
No shame. No shame to go on to it.
It's the No Shame podcast, and you're on it. Did you not go on there and to get them to be like, "Oh, lads, come over to this podcast and vote for Cully"?
Look, if they want to do that, that's nothing. I can't hold it against them.
Oh,
that's
and then just by coincidence, there's a question from the lads this week.
You
scratch my back.
Lads, I was on the podcast doing hard work for us, promoting ourselves on their podcast.
After winning 150 grand as well, fair play to you.
Well, look, man's got to do what man's got to do. Lads, we're looking at the table here, right? Mellon is sitting at top. He's won all 3 games, so we have to dethrone Mellon pretty quickly. Chris is sitting in second with 6 points. Lawler is in third with 6 points. We have Conor in fourth with 3. I'm in fifth with 3. And Water and Paddy have 0 points between them. Paddy, you were going on for ages about how great your team was and how you're going to absolutely bash everybody. You're sitting in last position, pal. What's going on?
Yeah, because all the voters are all your followers, Kardashians, motherfuckers.
We're looking at the teams here, right? Just a quick one. We're not going to spend too long on going through each team or anything like that. Can you see that? Can you actually bring that up a little bit?
Zoom it in a little bit.
I didn't solicit any votes this week, I'm just saying.
Yeah, he did, in fairness. 1 second, I zoom into that. Oh, I have a button up top here. Lads, so Team Water versus Team Chris. Chris, you won by 59%. You didn't win by 59%. You won with 59%. So, again, what do you think was your winning factor here? I think Water's team is shocking. I'm going to just throw it out there.
Virgil van Dijk and Bale have no right to be in there at all. And I think that's what people... Like, that would be my instant reaction is, especially Van Dijk. I'm like, yes, he's an excellent centre-half, but he hasn't been in the league long enough to earn the right to be in an all-time 11.
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel Bale, again, Water seems to think he was the best thing since sliced bread. When he
you know what I was actually thinking is I kind of am disappointed that I didn't consider Bale as my left-back.
Oh.
Because I think that would have been a decent shout. Like, he at the time, not over Ashley Cole, that's what I mean, but I didn't consider it. I didn't even think of it.
Yeah, fair enough. So I reckon that was probably the winning thing for you there was that. Again, you've got Giggs and you've got Ferdinand and Vidic. Again, I would have went with Water's team because you don't have John Terry in it. Well, whatever.
Sure you did.
Yeah, I did. We're going to go to the next. And can I just call... Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. Can I just call all of you out? Stop fucking voting against me. Right? Every single fucking one of you. You keep voting against me.
Ivanovic is rightful. Of course you're going to lose.
Keep voting against me.
It's a shit team.
You have a shit team. I actually genuinely sat there, looked up our teams and went player for player. Which one do I think is better? And you lost.
That's bollocks. You say my name.
You know why we do it? We vote against you because we know you can see that we vote against you. And it's funny.
I'm not going to look from now on, right? So now it's not funny anymore. So now you can vote for me, okay?
You will.
You pick that team.
When you're playing against Mellon, I'll vote for you.
I already played against him when I lost.
Well then.
Fuck's sake. So I've got check and go, lads. Right, I may have jumped the gun a little bit with Ivanovic, but give us a fucking break. I've got Eden Hazard on the left as well, world class for a number of years, and you're giving me shit. What's that about?
He was all right.
Stop it. He was fucking top 5 in the world when he was in his prime at Chelsea. So I lost by 2% to Connor's team. Connor's fucking shit team here, look. No, it's not a bad team. Not a bad team.
Solid team.
I just don't like Terry on the bench. That's the only
me neither. He shouldn't be in there.
Shut up, Chris.
Say, Chris, I'll drop him if you vote for me next week.
Yes, I will. Yeah, unless you're against me.
So, Connor, what you put your win down to this week? I presume you're just going to say Ivanovic.
Better team.
All round, yeah.
Who wins in a match there? Who realistically wins in a match there?
Oh, we doing football match? You see, I picked my team. I thought it was a scrap, like.
Best goalers.
Wonder. I honestly think my team would win in a fucking fight there.
Might that batter or that? That's what it's like.
And lads, we have Tim Allen and Lawler. We're not going to spend too much time. So neither of them are here to defend themselves. So
fuck them, yeah.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
Right, moving off that. Right, lads, we're going on to the next part of the show, which I don't know what it is. So I'm hoping something comes up here.
Well, I thought I did a wheel of names.
Yeah, sorry, John has put up Cavani Baller. Has he scored or has
he scored the second? He scored the second goal. It was crack to finish.
Right, fair enough. So Paddy, you want to do the fixtures for next week? Look at this fella.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Right, let's go.
Oh God.
It's all on you, Paddy.
The Eurovision.
I'm
Second stage now, I can't remember who should be playing who, but okay.
I know, yeah. So Mayo first. Woo, on the lads.
Come on, United! Cavani again!
Cavani again.
Look. That's how you put it up.
How come everyone is ahead of us then? What are you watching it on?
Oh, we were watching it on an app. They're obviously watching.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
I should have removed you. Fuck.
But not this again, Paddy. We done an Instagram live.
I got Scotty.
All these cameras.
Yes! I can't lose.
At least you'll get a win this week.
You'll definitely lose too.
A draw 50-50.
Right,
It's on me again, so I can't play.
I haven't played you yet. I'll play it. Oh, yeah, it's me against you.
Ah, lovely.
Come on.
It's almost like it's rigged.
Come on, everybody. Vote for me.
No.
Please, I have kids to feed now.
I'll canvas.
And I run a marathon a week for charity and all. I'm a nice guy. Vote for me. Yes.
Actually, I'm going to save some money, Paddy.
I'm going to canvas for you, Paddy.
Yeah, good man. Love the Kardashians.
I have the old matches here, so I can actually tell you.
I have to look up this way. Ooh.
Lawler and Chris, have you played each other?
I don't think so.
No, Chris has played Paddy, me, and Water. So yeah, Lawler and Chris, that's a registered match right there. So I believe we can only have Conor against somebody. So Conor and Water. Because Conor's had a boy.
All right, yeah. So Melon's idle this week.
Melon's idle this week. So there we have the fixtures for this week. Best of luck, lads. Paddy,
come on, 3-2, get in there.
Lose again.
Chance to close the gap on Melon, Chris. He's not playing this week. He's on international break.
Conor, we're going to come to you now real quick, right? Because we want to have a little bit of an update. It's been a few weeks since we've had it last. So we are coming to you with this. We haven't seen this graphic yet, lads. This is new graphic. This is going to be unbelievable. I hope you're fucking strap yourselves in here, lads. We're going to...
Conor's getting all embarrassed now, look.
I don't know what I'm going to...
Class! That's class. That is Conor's crypto corner we're in. So, Conor,
right.
Give us some updates.
It's
everything's down.
Everything's not down. Everything's not down. Shit was down for a little bit, and now shit is back up again, kind of. Bitcoin took a bit of a rock last week for some reason, and then Elon Musk sold 10% of his Bitcoin on Monday, which hit it again a little bit. But then he came out on Tuesday and backed it, saying he was going to buy more in a couple of weeks' time. So it went back up again. Overall, it's down for the month. So I'd still say if you haven't got on Bitcoin, it's down 12% in the last 30 days. But over the last 3 months, it's still up 70.
Did he say what his reason was for selling 10%?
Yeah, because he wanted
a few quid, like.
He actually is hard up for a few quid. He wanted liquid cash to finish his plant in Dallas for the Cybertruck. So he made 150 million off of the 3 million that he took out or whatever it was. Or 3
good information. I like Conor was testing you there. That's good info.
Yeah, solid.
Trying to catch him out. How dare you?
So yeah, I jump on it. As against the stocks itself, don't touch it. Everything is down. If you're gonna get on something, just don't actually know, because even Jumia, Amazon in Africa, that's down a fortune. GameStop is still down. I don't know why I bought that when I was like 300 quid. So the stock market is poxy at the moment. Put all the money through crypto or into silver, Dogecoin as well. If you can finally get hold of Dogecoin.
It's gone down though. It's on Binance.
It is now until they get approved as registered cryptocurrency in the next 3 weeks. So hopefully that'll shoot it back up again. And Elon Musk has backed that as well on Tuesday when he backed Bitcoin. He still said that he's going to stay on Doge. So
I have invested recently myself. So I've got a few cryptos going. So I'll tell you what I've got going, right? I don't know how much. I think I put roughly around 100 on each one. So I have 300 Stellar, right? So Stellar it's 100. It's up to 119 euro. I think I invested like 100 in it. I have Cardano. Again, I put 100 quid into that. It's up to 117, so a little bit of profit on that one. I have OX. So I don't know if you've seen OX.
United.
Pano United? Did you say Pano United? Oh yeah. Oh, lads, just have a Pano. So sorry for rounding for you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I have OX and I have 100 quid in that, and I have XVR, so which is Ripple, and I have 100 in that, and I have 100 in VeChain as well. So I've got actually quite a few in it.
I've done well on Ripple and XRP over the last.
Please don't react to the panel, because I think I'm a bit behind.
Yeah, worst decision I've ever seen is what Andy's saying. So
yeah, I'm sure Andy. Who's Andy's part?
He's talking about the stocks.
United.
Right. So. Yeah, so that's all you've got then, Conor. Have you any to watch this week, or you're saying just get it all on crypto?
Yeah, the market is obviously still jumping around. I'd usually quote out on stocks to buy, but you're gonna buy high, and you're gonna hopefully sell for higher. So whatever you get your hands on, your dirty hands on.
Very good.
Buy high, like do drugs first and then buy.
Right, we'll move off Conor's crypto corner, and lads, a couple of people could be here just to kind of get a few answers.
Disappointed people.
Sorry, I was just reading the question. So look at this, right? Did Collie really win 146 grand, lads?
No.
Yeah.
No, I did not. Lads, I've done that for a reason, and I know it's going to sound a bit stupid. Yeah, I like. For anyone that's watching and thought that I actually did win that, I done it for a reason, and I done it.
In fairness, Nestor texted me and he was like, "Mate, I'm after saying them. That's definitely right. That's definitely right." And I was like, "All right, yeah. Go ahead, run away with it."
Was it the get chick?
What?
Was it the get chick?
No, it was get hen. No, so look, lads, I done it for a reason, because like Paddy, me and you are doing the Instagram live on Tuesday. And I was talking about a page that I seen, and it was a scammer page, and I was saying that pretty much.
Yes.
Skull, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
You're just excited about the page. No, look, I've seen that page, and I've come across him loads of times, and I've seen he has like the good to 4,000 followers on one page, and then 2,000 on another. Now, again, as we were saying on Tuesday, I don't know how real all the followers are anyway. But if it's enough to kind of catch 4 or 5 people out, then it's too many. Like, so, that's what I'm going to do is I just want to share the screen, and I just want to show people how easy it is to do, right? So I'm going to just put this little thing, how to catch a scammer, right? So as you can see there, I put it on the Instagram story. See the way I've got 111 cash out there for a €2 bet that I've done, and the match hasn't even started. So if I actually hit the refresh button there, lads, it's staying. Oh my God.
Cash out quick.
So if we hit cash out, it goes back to 176. So it looks like I'm after getting a massive cash out offer for no reason. So I'll tell you what these lads are doing. They're placing 10-cent bets, right, on teams. And lads, you've seen the bet I put up, and it looked so realistic. I've done everything to a T. Took me ages to do it. So it's literally I'm going to show you right here how easy it is to actually do. So if I just go like this and go to more tools, and then I go to developer tools, it's going to bring this up. And if I click this little arrow here and pinpoint what I want to change, I can literally change anything I want on this page. So I can change these two themes. I can change the cash out. I can change the price of the cash out. I can change my stake. I can change anything I want here, lads. So if I double click.
And just for everyone, this is in every single web browser on the internet. This is not something you have to pay for to do.
Yeah. So this is the reason I'm showing people this, is because I think betting pages and stuff like ourselves, we get a bit of a bad rap, and I don't want to be one of them pages that like I have advertised their page on fucking like Facebook posts and stuff, and the only thing I ever get back is scam, because people think we're trying to scam people out of money. We have never asked anybody for money, never will ask anyone for money unless it's a big fucking corporate company or something like that, or if you just want to make donations. We are accepting donations. No,
we have a group OnlyFans account if you want to subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
show me Water's fee.
We're making sure there. So lads, I don't know if you can see, it's quite small on the screen there. So if you can see the thing that's highlighted there, I've highlighted the 176 over here. So I can actually change that, right? So let's say I got an offer of 500 quid there. I can change it to 500. So I can literally do anything I want with that. 5 million. I've got enough fucking zeros there. So look, put the euro sign in. Put the euro sign in there just to make it a little bit more realistic as well. Just to show how kind of simple this is for people to do, like scammers is who I'm talking about. So that looks like I'm being offered 5 million now from fucking a €2 bet. So I just think, lads, it's something that definitely needs to be highlighted. I'm gonna show the page.
Yeah, Collie, to tell the story you told us about the one you were testing out, remember?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to show you the page, because this is the guy that I'm calling out, and this fella is an absolute fucking scammer. So I got in contact with this fella. He followed me on my personal account on Instagram one day, and so I said, right, I'll see what this is about, because I like to catch them out. So I text this fella, and I said, "Oh, you're talking? Sorry, come on, Paddy. You're talking about the one I've done before, are you?"
The one where at the very end of it, then they blocked you.
Yeah. So I'll tell that one first, just to give a bit of context. So I've come across all these bets or these pages before, where you see these likes of these ones where it's like 2 score lines and it's like 100 quid and there's like stupid returns. Like, I mean, lads, come on, like, who's putting 100 quid on that? And look at the matches that they're doing. Like, so they're claiming that these are 100% fixed matches. Like, so I've come across this before and I did do it. So I've done this is from experience. So me and a guy I used to work with said, like, what is going on here? It looks very realistic. Again, we came across a page very similar to this where they've got so many, like, they've got people, like, actual faces on the profile. So it's hard to believe that somebody is doing it. But these are all fake people, lads. These are all in on it. Like,
how do you make the fake people?
So you go onto this app called Fake People. No, but what it was is that we got in contact.
He's really an 80-year-old woman.
Yeah, I'm wearing a mask, lads. No, so look, we got in contact with the page and we said, right, we want a tip. How do we get your tips? So he goes, okay, you just transfer me 100 quid. I'll send you the match. And I said, right, okay. I said, now, I was 100% sure it's going to win. He's like, 100% sure. Bear in mind, lads, I was new enough to gambling and I was curious about it. So me and the lad decided, right, we'll throw 50 quid each. We'll throw it over to him. He'll give us the match. We'll see what happens. So 2 of us put 50 euro in. I transferred it through PayPal to him. Basically, he sent us back a result from, I think I said the Turkish league to you, Paddy. I think I remember now. It was actually the French second league. And I think it was something like a 3-1 win. So that was grand. And it was 33-1. So we both said we'd throw 20 quid on it, get 500-600 quid back. So as we were kind of watching the match, like, live, it was on while we were in work. It was 0-0 at half time. Like, how is this going to be 3-1? Basically, what happened was the match ended 0-0. I went to contact your man. I said, here, do I get a refund? Straight away, blocked. So your man took me money and was gone and never got the money back around like that. So that's literally how simple it is to fall for it. Yeah. And it could be just someone falling for it out of pure curiosity, or it could be someone falling for it out of pure stupidity, where they think somebody has a solution to their money problems. If you're turning to money to get you out of a financial problem, or to gambling to get you out of a financial problem, you need to stop gambling because that's an issue. So
message.
So it's just it's just a thing I wanted to highlight, because I do think that this page here, right, Betting Christian, for anybody that's not watching, betting.christian is the page, and he has another page. So if I click onto this page as well, he's got 4,000 followers on the other one, and he's got 2,200 followers on this one. Now, lads, I messaged him and I was trying to catch him out, and I said to him, have you got a bet for me? He said, yeah, I do. $120 or £120, please. I was like, all right, yeah, no problem. So on his other page, if you look at it, it says, see, he took it off. He's after changing his page. He had number one tipster in the UK. So see the way he's even got UK.
I'm professional with 2 F's.
Spelled wrong.
Yeah, it's spelled wrong, right? So lads, this was what I noticed, right? So he said like UK is number one tipster, and I was looking at a couple of his videos, and he's got French pictures up everywhere, and it's in different languages and stuff like that. So
I can guarantee this is probably in Africa, and your man up there is.
I found out where he's from, because I offered to give him money. Lads, if someone has us on the background there, just turn it down a little bit. I offered to pay him money for the bets. So I said, right, I wanted to try trick him. I was like, I have a betting page. I think I could bring a load of people to your page. I think we can make a lot of money together. You know, I was trying to convince him. He didn't really bite on it. And the reason he didn't bite on it was because he sent me a bet, and it was 1-0 for PSG at half-time, and it fucking happened. So I was like, oh, no. So I had a conversation with him, lads. I was like, oh, you're the best. So I was trying to just play along with it. And the fucker screenshot me conversation and put it up onto a story as if I was telling him he was the best tipster ever. So it completely fucking backfired on me. But it was funny because I offered him the money, and I said, okay, now he didn't do it through PayPal. He only had Western Union, and he only had MoneyGrab or something like that it's called. So I said, oh, do you have PayPal? And he goes, no. I said, right, okay, I'll download Western Union. And I just said, look, it's asking me for a location, a recipient location. And he wrote back, he's in Albania. So this guy is in Albania, claiming to be the number one UK tipster. And I said, why does it say UK tipster? And he said, because his agent is in the UK. So, lads, look, I done that on purpose just to try kind of prove a point. And again, like I said, the betting pages get a very bad rap, and again, we probably get it a little bit as well. But we're trying to not so much highlight our gambling as the main source of the page. It's our football talk. Like, I think
there's also a big difference between offering tips and giving guaranteed results.
Exactly, and that's why I think like
our ones never come in as well.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think any of us have won a bet in fucking 6 months.
Yeah, none of our bets have come in ages. Now, having said that, lads, like me personally, I have had a bit of success with it. Yeah. But in the last fucking 2 or 3 years, I haven't hit a big winner. Like, I've hit little small ones here or there, but I haven't hit anything like I was hitting probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Maybe 2 years since the pandemic kind of hit. It kind of fucked everything up. But before that, like we were hitting good results and stuff like that. And we went through even a little phase on the podcast where I think we had like 4 or 5 winners in a row each week. Like, so look, it's not saying, I'm not saying we have the best tips in the world, but we do definitely have a lot of honest people and fucking genuine people that are not going to try screw you out on money, which is. And then Paddy's after joining, so kind of fucked us up a little bit.
Where do you think that new mic came from?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So lads, look,
lights, you like me lights?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They fucking change colour and all they do. They're bleeding great. Hold on.
You're such an old man, Paddy.
And you've decided to go with white. That's nice. Yeah, I like them. I have the same ones, but I've got on blue. I was representing Chelsea with the blue. Lads, look, we're gonna move off that now, right? So that was me just trying to give a little bit of advice to people. I know there's fucking a lot of shit with the gambling side of it, but look, there is
fucking scamming into the bets, is it?
Oh shit, I got these on eBay. They're going on fire. Hold on, I have to come on.
We're gonna move off the scamming, lads, and we're gonna create our own little scam here and give our bets on our oh no, wait, hold on. We're going into the next section, which is
oh yeah.
The betting section, lads. We're gonna move in, lads. Have you got any bets done up for us, Connor or Chris or Harry?
I do
a couple, yeah.
Okay. So what have you got? Let me know what you have first.
Who are you going first?
Paddy, what have you got? Oh, here we go.
I stuck on 2 bets, one for the weekend, €10 fourfold, a draw in the Chelsea Fulham game, a draw in the Everton Aston Villa game, Newcastle to beat Arsenal, and United to beat Liverpool. And the four of them gets 170 to 1, just about.
Nice one.
So I've stuck a tenner on that. And then for the United Liverpool game, I'm going for Marcus Rashford to assist Bruno Fernandes and Bruno Fernandes to assist Marcus Rashford. And I got that at 80 to 1. So I stuck a fiver on it.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, that's it.
Conor, what have you got for me?
I've got a fourfold, 3 draws, and 3 goal scorers.
Right, give us your fourfold.
Fourfold pays back at 20 to 1. I've got Leeds to beat Brighton, Chelsea to beat Fulham, Everton to beat Villa, and Arsenal to beat Newcastle.
20 to 1, is it?
20s, yeah.
Jeez, that's not bad, yeah. Leeds are probably your dodgy one, aren't they? Well,
All right.
Could be fucking any of them, really. I'll throw you out, lads. I just done a €2 bet on my predictions. Again, the only one that differs is the Arsenal match, wasn't it?
United.
Sorry, United. So I drew €2 on my results, and I get 3 grand back. Why am I telling you? I can show you. So €2 will get me 3 grand back. So I've gone with Leicester and Southampton to draw. I've gone with City to win, Brighton, Leeds to draw, Chelsea to win, Everton to win, Arsenal to win, United to win, Tottenham to win, Wolves to win, and West Ham to win. Conor, I'll run into me next one there real quick. So I've just done a fourfold draw. So we do like this one on the pod. I've gone with Bolton and Exeter to draw. I've gone with Forest Green and Tranmere to draw. I've gone with Newport and Cheltenham to draw, and Peterborough and Lincoln to draw. Do you want to throw out your one there?
Yep. I've just done the 3 draws, pay back at 35 to 1. Leyton Orient, Carlisle, Stoke, QPR, and Luton, Middlesbrough.
Very nice. Right, I'll just throw up my next one there. Lads, again, I like to see this where I'm getting, that's not an edited cash out. They are actually offering me a little bit more than like 120 is a lot considering like I put 5 on it and they're offering me 621 before the thing started. This is a 9-fold and it'll get you back just under 1,900 quid. I've gone with Portsmouth to beat Wimbledon. I've gone with Hull to beat Wigan. Blackpool to beat Northampton.
Still on? Sorry.
Oxford to beat Shrewsbury. Salford to beat Colchester. Port Vale to beat Grimsby. Morecambe to beat Walsall. Chelsea to beat Fulham, and Everton to beat Villa. I'll run into me next one again, Conor. So a 10-fold, €2 on it. I've gone with Brentford and Watford to draw. I've gone with Luton and Middlesbrough to draw. I've gone with Norwich to beat Reading. Swansea to beat Derby. Bournemouth to beat Wickham. Portsmouth to beat Wimbledon. Hull to beat Wigan. Sunderland to beat Plymouth. Bradford to beat Scunthorpe, and Hartlepool to beat Chesterfield. You have one more for me, do you?
Yeah, treble goal scorers. Pays out at 11
you
to
get
1.
That, Paddy? Paddy, you're on mute, yeah?
Yeah. Sounds better this way.
Paddy, you're on mute. Conor, keep going there. Sorry, you're back.
Treble goal scorers. Tyler Roberts to score against Brighton. Ziyech to score against Fulham, and John McGinn to score against Everton. As I said, 11 to 1.
So that's your last one, is it?
A Ballon d'Or winner himself.
Sorry, did I round that on you, lads?
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Sorry.
But thanks, John. Anyway, nice one, John.
That was John, yeah. Right, I have 2 more, lads. So I'll just throw them out real quick. €3 on, 6-fold. Bournemouth and Wickham, both teams to score and Bournemouth to win. Blackpool, both teams to score and Blackpool to win. Inter to win, both teams to score. Hartlepool to win and both teams to score. Besiktas to win, both teams to score. And Sporting CP to win, both teams to score. That'll be a nice one if it comes in because it starts at 3 o'clock and like the last match at like 8:30. So you get a good run out of that one if it gets that far. Paddy, I've joined you. Did you say you gave your bet to race to the 1,000? Did you?
Yeah, it was a bit of a that was that one for 170 to 1 this week. Next week I'm gonna get back on the ball and start doing small, safe bets.
I have jumped on with you, and I'm now participating in this again. So I've gone with something that looks to me a little bit surer, so a tenner on it. Get me back 45 quid. So I've gone with PSG to beat Lens, I don't know. I've gone with Inter to beat Crotone, it's probably a better way of saying that. I've gone with Besiktas to beat Hatayspor. Again, probably a better way. AC Milan to beat Benevento and Real Madrid to beat Osasuna. So to me, that looks a pretty good bet. A tenner on it to start to hopefully get a bit of momentum going to €1,000. For anyone that is kind of just tuning in and watching and wondering what we're talking about, we're starting what would you call it? A competition, Paddy? What we call it?
Yeah, we're starting at 6 months now.
Yeah, we keep starting
every week.
We start every week. So we are trying to race to 1,000. So we're trying to get to 1,000. I think slow and steady at the moment is probably the best way of going. So we're starting off with a tenner. We're going to do small little bets each week. Well, I know I am. Paddy usually jumps the gun and gets a rush of blood and throws it all on something mad. Yeah, exactly. So I've gone with that one, lads, and hopefully that one comes in, and then I'll be putting 45. It all has to go on the following week, and we will keep doing that until we hit €1,000. Once we hit that, we are finito. Lads, that's pretty much all for this week.
I might as well have just sat downstairs and watched the fucking match.
Did you not have bets?
Chris, do you have any bets, Chris?
I do, yeah, but it's all right.
You told me you didn't have any.
No, I didn't.
Right, Chris, what have you got there?
You definitely didn't.
Sorry, we haven't got time this week.
It's fine. Don't worry. I'm just going to keep this winner to myself, and I can blame you when
No, we're back on the bets here. Chris, what have you got for us there?
No, it's fine.
No, I want them. Come on.
I did one bet, and I did one bet. Ah, shit, I can't share it that way. Hang
10
on.
grand.
Oh, bigger than that.
Are you trying to share your screen?
Yeah, I just have to move things around.
Ooh, nice.
Because of the big ass screen and it wouldn't fit. Right. So I have this.
This is why he doesn't ask you.
Oh, there we go.
Well, I was
getting ready for the last half an hour.
Can you zoom in on that, Chris? Just a little bit.
Oh, can you see?
It's a little bit blurry.
Really?
Yeah. There you go.
I'm back out a little bit.
But back out a bit.
Back in.
In, out, shake it all about.
Right, there you go. Yeah, go for it.
So it's basically my predictions, just minus the correct score.
Ooh.
And it's an anytime scorer and the team to win.
Nice.
So Iheanacho for Leicester, De Bruyne, City to win, Bamford, Leeds to win, so on and so forth. So it's Tammy Abraham, Calvert-Lewin, Lacazette, Cavani, Son, Traore, and Lingard. So they're all anytime scorers with their teams to win. And the payout is a measly €500,000.
You have maxed out. So it's actually probably more than that, but you've maxed out.
I think originally it was coming out at 530 something thousand. But,
560.
Yeah.
Is that 118 or 110?
118, 556.
And why is cash out unavailable on that?
They'll only. Oh, sorry, the cash out unavailable. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Probably because it's just such a good bet.
Just so fearful of it.
Yeah, that's in honor of your big winner that you had, Cully. I decided to
your
go
big winner looks tiny now in comparison, doesn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't look like a great one now. Lads, I do have to.
I'm glad you shared that, Chris.
Yeah, I'm glad you called me out on that, Chris. Right, we're going to Chris first every time next.
Feelings are a little bit hurt after this one. I'm not gonna
I apologise. Lads, we're going to leave it there. An hour and 24. It's probably been our shortest one for a while. Didn't really get under the hour. I think fucking condiments took up a bit too much of our time.
Sarah.
Going down a batter. No, we don't condone that here at Football Bets for You. We do not.
Typical John Terry fan.
We do not. Sorry, I was taking after Ryan Giggs there. Just going. I thought that was the good thing to do. Go around and batter women. Yeah, we don't condone that here at the Football Bets for You podcast. Right, lads, it's been a pleasure. Chris, thanks for joining me.
All the best.
Paddy.
Bye-bye.
And Connor, nice one.
Cheers, lads, yeah.
Right, we'll be back again, same time next week, 8:30 on YouTube. So we'll see everybody there.